Alright, it's Justin again from Team Hillsdale Chrysler. Been doing some experience videos, kind of showing people how to have fun with some of the vehicles we offer up here. Jeep Wranglers, got one off-road, in the air. Did a little video of some of the stuff I was doing in one of the Challengers. Well, I actually stole that same Challenger, by the way. I got the, you can see the blue one. Blue Hemi 372 horsepower RT Challenger 2010. But what this video is, I want to teach some of you folks who don't know how to drive stick, some manual, and I'll show you kind of how to do it. You know, if you ever you want to look to get a manual vehicle and you're like, oh, I don't know who's going to teach me, this will be a good trainer video. First off, when it comes to, let me see if I can set the camera up here. Oop, that ain't gonna work. Alright, I guess I'll just hold it. Anyway, think of the engine and the transmission as they are, two separate things. Put that in park. What it is the engine has a flywheel, and that spins. Now, when the engine, the crankshaft spin, whatever it's called, the shaft, it spins a flywheel, and it's this big wheel with a bunch of grooves in it that spins. Now, the transmission, in an automatic transmission, it does this so you don't have to worry about it. In manual, you have what they call a clutch plate. Now, this plate also spins, given however fast your tires are spinning, what the transmission speed's going. Now, your job as a manual driver is to match that clutch plate to the transmission's plate. So what you want to do, oh, it's getting hot in here. What you want to do is match the same speed. So whenever you shift, you put it into another gear, you change the speed of that plate, and you need to match the engine RPMs to the plate speed. Otherwise, if the engine's spinning faster and you drop the clutch, as they say, you're going to spin your tires because it hooks up, it hits that plate going faster, and it's really bad on your transmission for some vehicles that aren't built for it. For the Challengers, they can take it. From experience, they can take it. But for vehicles that are kind of chinchier, and like Kias, those kind of things, great vehicles, very economic, they don't have the transmission for it. So what happens is when you drop that clutch, the transmission hits that spinning engine plate, and it just jerks the crap out of it, and that's how you spin your tires really fast, and you get a good burnout. But if the transmission's not built for it, you ruin your transmission. So that's what you want to be careful. So essentially, you're matching the speed of the plate to plate. And the way to do that is, depending on the engine, high performance, whatever, I mean, you're going to have to learn that by feel. And that's what manual is all about feel. So what you want to do is you want to give it some gas, hit about a certain RPM range, and each manual vehicle will tell you in the instruction manual where its ideal RPMs for shifting are. Or you can go full out and just hit it every time at the RPMs, and you're going to take off like I do in the Challengers all the time. So you want to give it a little bit of gas, and you want to match that perfect engine RPM speed, and you shift, and it's effortless shifting. So here, we'll show you this. This is your standard 6-speed. It's kind of bright in here. I got the moonroof going. And you can see down there are 3 pedals. This is your gas pedal. That's what makes it go any vehicle. This is your brake. That makes it stop any vehicle. Now, this little guy, he's the cool part. He is what takes the plate off the engine back on the engine. So when you shift, let's say you're at a stoplight, right? You got the brake on because you don't want it to go, and you have the plate off because you don't want the vehicle to go. You don't want it to mash the engine. So you'll take it and shift it into first gear. And it's got all the little numbers on there. You can memorize those later, but first gear. Now when you do that, and you're sitting at the stoplight, you want to take off the brake first, go on the gas, and you want to match by pressing the gas, or even if it's a decent car in idle, you don't have to give it gas. You want to give it some gas, match the RPMs, let off the clutch, and continue giving gas. So really, it's effortlessly. This is what it looks like full speed when you're getting ready at a stoplight. And that's it. So you kind of match, let off, and give it gas and go. Now this car has a lot of horses, so it really takes off when I'm giving it full gas like that. So that's how you do. Now let's say you're driving, right? All right. So you're driving. We got it in first gear. Now you need to shift. Now this is it. You're mashing down the gas. What you want to do is let off the gas, and then declutch the plate, immediately shift it into second gear. Now see, I just went first, third, because I was trying to feel it there. I haven't played with this, but anyway, it was first, drop down into second gear, and immediately you let off, let it catch itself, and then give it gas again. So now, so there's first, second. Now this has 6 gears, and I'll show you what it looks like footwork-wise going through all 6 gears. So we're at a stoplight, we're in first gear, and then you kind of let off, let it go. Now we're going first, pressed, second. See, we're going balls out in second. Now you let off, so it matches. Push down, put it in the third, let off, and push down. You let off, push down into fourth. Here we go. We're giving it some more gas. We're going about 4th gear. We're doing 90 miles an hour actually right now. And then you want to shift, go into 5th, mash it down. Now 6th gear, you can go right from 1st to 6th, depending on, because 1st will get you right up to 30 miles an hour in this Challenger. So you go right from 1st to 6th, and you'll be at 30 miles an hour, which is your average city cruising speed, and you want to put it right back down into 6th. So you just click it, and jank it back down into 6th, and you cruise. You're at cruising speed. You're running about 700 RPM in 6th gear doing 30 miles an hour. So, golly, it's hot. Alright, now to start these cars, and this is another thing, you got to depress the clutch because you can't start the car moving when you turn it on. So, you're going to put on the brake. Now this one doesn't have the push start. So, that's how you turn it on. Let me turn the air conditioner on a little bit here. I'm kind of sweating. Alright, so, see, we're stopped. I found a parking lot. Kind of cool, just empty, right behind the dealership. So, alright. So, I don't know if you can see down there, there's my brake. I got the clutch depressed. I can't let off that or it'll stall. Now, I can put this thing in neutral. See, it's in neutral, so it's not in a gear, so it's not going to spin that transmission clutch plate. So now I can let off. And look at that. But we're neutral, so if you're on an incline, you're going to start rolling. So you want to put on your brake when you're rolling. And now I can give it all the gas, so you can... There we go. Now, you want to put it in 1st, so you put your foot on the brake, depress the clutch, put it in 1st. Now I'm letting off the brake. Remember that procedure. So you let off the brake, you put on the gas. You want to make sure this is gone. So we're ready to roll. If someone was to smack us, we'd start rolling, even though my foot's not off the clutch. Now, see? Now with this car, you want to leave it at idle because it's high performance. But watch. All right, I'm depressing the clutch. Kind of want to get it just between 1,000 and 1,500 RPM there. Let off the clutch, and we're rolling. And that's 1st gear. See? There we go. All right. Now. Didn't really show you here. Let me do that again. I'm going to put it in reverse. So I put it in reverse. See, kind of judge it. We go back. Just going back about 30 miles an hour. Depress the clutch, put on the brake. That's how you stop. Alright, now let's show you the foot view of going into 1st. So, 1st. Now kind of give it some gas. And let off so it catches. And you just go. Now stop. Just like that. See, clutch 1st, then brake. Otherwise, it's going to go blah, 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 blah. So, I don't know if I can show you. Let's see, we'll go back and reverse here. It's the same thing. Let's go back. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going pretty fast, pretty cool. Purely instructional video to help those folks who are trying to learn. So again, basics from the start. Clutch is in, brake is on. Put it in 1st, let off the brake, start giving a little bit of gas, and let off the clutch. And then shift, hit the clutch, drop it down. Go in a 2nd, hit the clutch, drop it down. Alright, we just got into 3rd gear, I'm out of runway. But that's it. So, essentially, when you're matching it, you want to have the clutch down, put it in the gear, let off the brake, in 1st gear, let off the brake, let it start to catch itself, give it a little gas as needed so it's not hiccuping. And you'll get that a lot when you're first, that's loud. When you're first driving a manual, you'll get a lot of hiccuping and things, it's natural. I did a lot. Best race car drivers, they do it a lot. You got to learn somewhere. So let off the brake, give it a little bit of gas, kind of trying that perfect, and the more you practice, the more you'll understand where the sweet spot is for a manual vehicle. Now, when it goes to shifting, let's say you're in 1st, you want to let off the gas, push in the clutch, shift, push out the clutch, get on the gas. So it's right foot, hand, left foot, right foot. Real simple. So right foot, hand, left foot, right foot. And with practice, you'll get it. So study this, repeat whatever you need. If you need more help, if you're like, well, I don't really get this, send me some suggestions. I'll come out and show this again. I'll take a little more things in detail. First instructional video, but pretty darn good manual driver myself. I can take this thing pretty crazy. Anyway. So, hope this helps. Again, my name, look me up, Justin, Team Hillsdale Chrysler. Website's teamhillsdale.com. And send me a couple emails, or you got my YouTube, make a comment on there. And hopefully this helped. Thanks.